Have you ever pulled out leftovers from the fridge, reheated them, and thought you were making a quick, healthy choice? Many people do this every day, and it seems perfectly harmless. But research shows that a few common foods may change in ways that could quietly affect your well-being when reheated the wrong way. Today, we'll look at 5 everyday foods that nutrition experts recommend handling with care. These aren't about fear or strict rules. They're about understanding what actually happens inside your food and how you can enjoy your meals safely and confidently. Let's begin. 1. Spinach, when good nutrients change form. Spinach is known as one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables on the planet. It's full of vitamins A and K, folate, iron, and antioxidants. Many people use it in omelets, soups, and smoothies, and often save the leftovers for later. But few realize that reheating spinach can subtly change its chemistry. The key lies in its natural nitrate content. Nitrates in fresh spinach are beneficial. They help support healthy circulation and may even improve physical performance, according to studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. However, when spinach is cooked, stored for long periods, and reheated again, these nitrates can convert into nitrites. Under high heat, nitrites may transform into compounds called nitrosamines. These are not immediately dangerous, but research has linked long-term, repeated exposure to higher levels of nitrosamines with cellular stress and digestive discomfort. It's important to note that eating reheated spinach occasionally will not cause illness, but regularly reheating nitrate-rich vegetables could increase oxidative stress in the body over time. Older adults may be more sensitive to these changes because the body's natural detoxification slows with age. To keep spinach beneficial, eat it fresh or lightly cooked whenever possible. If you cook a dish containing spinach, store it promptly in the fridge and eat it within 1 day. If you want to use leftovers, consider enjoying them cold, such as in a salad or smoothie. By making small changes to how you prepare spinach, you can preserve its benefits, protecting your circulation, energy, and brain function without unnecessary stress on your system. 2. Potatoes, the comfort food that needs careful storage. Potatoes are one of the world's most comforting foods. Whether baked, mashed, or roasted, they're a staple in nearly every culture. But they also require proper storage and reheating practices to stay safe. When potatoes are cooked and then cooled, their starches naturally change. This process, called retrogradation, forms resistant starch, a type of fiber that can actually benefit gut health and blood sugar control, as described in the Journal of Nutrition. The challenge begins when those cool potatoes are reheated, especially if they've been stored at room temperature or wrapped in foil. When cooked potatoes cool slowly in low-oxygen environments, like foil, it may create conditions for certain bacteria, including Clostridium botulinum, to grow. While rare, this bacterium can produce toxins that affect the nervous system. This risk increases when leftover potatoes are left unrefrigerated for hours before being stored. Even if the potatoes look and smell fine, the bacteria may already have developed. The second issue with reheated potatoes is uneven heating, particularly in microwaves. Cold spots may allow bacteria to survive, while overheated spots can degrade nutrients. For best results, cool potatoes quickly after cooking and store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Avoid wrapping them in foil unless you plan to eat them immediately. When reheating, use a stovetop or oven instead of a microwave for even heat. Don't reheat more than once. Potatoes are rich in potassium, vitamin C, and fiber, all vital for heart and digestive health. With careful handling, you can keep those benefits intact while avoiding the bacterial and chemical changes that may occur during repeated reheating. 3. Eggs. Why gentle heating matters. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, providing high-quality protein, choline for brain health, and essential amino acids. Many people cook eggs in bulk for quick meals throughout the week. However, reheating cooked eggs, especially at high temperatures, can affect their texture and nutrient stability. When you cook an egg, its proteins unfold and reorganize, becoming easy to digest. Reheating those proteins again, particularly in a microwave, can cause them to toughen and lose digestibility. The second round of heating may also oxidize cholesterol in the yolk, forming oxysterols, according to the Journal of Lipid Research. These compounds may contribute to mild inflammation in the body when consumed frequently over time. While occasional reheating isn't dangerous, consistent exposure to oxidized fats can add to the body's overall inflammatory load. Something to be mindful of, especially for people over 50 or anyone supporting heart or brain health. Here's how to enjoy eggs safely and conveniently. Eat freshly cooked eggs whenever possible. If you prepare a batch, store them in the refrigerator within 2 hours. Enjoy cold-boiled eggs in salads or sandwiches instead of reheating. If warming is needed, use low heat and avoid multiple reheats. Eggs remain one of the most complete foods for muscle maintenance and mental clarity. The key is to protect their delicate fats and proteins with gentle cooking and mindful storage. For chicken, subtle protein changes that affect digestion. Chicken is one of the most popular proteins worldwide, prized for being lean and versatile. It's a favorite for meal prep. Cook a few portions once. Enjoy them all week. But here's where awareness matters. When chicken is reheated, especially in a microwave or on high oven heat, its protein structure changes again. These secondary protein alterations make the meat tougher and less bioavailable, meaning your body has to work harder to digest it. This can lead to mild digestive discomfort, bloating, or fatigue after eating reheated chicken, particularly for older adults whose digestive enzymes are less active. There's also a chemical aspect. When proteins and fats are repeatedly exposed to high heat, advanced glycation end products, AGEs, form. AGEs are naturally present in small amounts in many cooked foods, but reheating raises their levels. Studies in nutrition and metabolism suggest that excessive intake of AGEs can promote low-grade inflammation and oxidative stress, two processes that may affect long-term vitality. It's not about avoiding chicken. It's about how you treat it after cooking to keep it beneficial. Reheat chicken gently, using a low oven or stovetop with a splash of water to maintain moisture. Avoid reheating in the microwave if possible, as it often heats unevenly. Try using cold leftover chicken in salads, sandwiches, or wraps instead. Cook smaller batches so you can eat meals fresh. Small choices like these reduce unnecessary stress on your digestive system and help your body use the nutrients in chicken more efficiently, supporting energy, recovery, and muscle health. 5. Mushrooms, delicate proteins, and oxidation. Mushrooms are a unique food group, technically neither plant nor animal. They contain special compounds that support immune function, reduce oxidative stress, and may even aid in healthy aging. However, mushrooms are particularly sensitive to how they're stored and reheated. When cooked fresh, mushrooms release moisture, and their enzymes and proteins are well balanced for digestion. But once cooled and reheated, those same proteins can break down further into compounds that are harder for the body to process. This can result in bloating or heaviness after meals for some people. Moreover, mushrooms contain delicate fats that oxidize quickly when exposed to air and repeated heat. Oxidized fats can generate free radicals, unstable molecules that the body must neutralize with antioxidants. If your antioxidant defenses are already under pressure, such as with aging or chronic stress, these compounds may contribute to mild cellular wear over time. Storage is also critical. When mushrooms are kept in plastic containers, trapped moisture accelerates spoilage and oxidation. The combination of moisture and oxygen changes their nutritional quality and flavor. For safe use, store cooked mushrooms in a sealed glass or stainless steel container. Keep them refrigerated and eat within 24 hours. Avoid reheating multiple times. Instead, enjoy them cold in salads or side dishes. Cook only as much as you plan to eat fresh. Handled this way, mushrooms remain one of the most beneficial foods you can include in your diet, offering fiber, antioxidants, and natural compounds that support healthy immune and brain function. Final thoughts: small habits, big impact. Reheating food is part of modern life. It saves time and helps reduce waste. But understanding how heat changes certain nutrients and proteins gives you the power to make choices that support long-term comfort and vitality. Here's what matters most. Reheat gently and avoid repeated high-temperature exposure. Store cooked foods properly and consume within a reasonable time. When in doubt, choose fresh or cold options instead of reheating sensitive foods. Your kitchen habits shape your daily well-being. By making mindful adjustments, like how you handle spinach, potatoes, eggs, chicken, or mushrooms, you're helping your body work with less strain and more efficiency. The result? More energy, better digestion, and greater overall comfort as you age. If you found this information helpful, let us know by leaving a simple one in the comments. Your feedback helps us create more research-based content designed to support your everyday health. And if you haven't yet subscribed, consider joining our community for more practical, science-supported health insights that help you live better at every stage of life. Thank you for watching.